Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
Unity consciousness, community, coming together, oneness, unity consciousness, my friend. What does that mean to you? Coming together, unifying as one. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. There has been an awakening. There's been an awakening, my friend. An awakening, ripples, waves that have been making a scene, making a ruckus on social media. Perhaps you may have heard of these abundance circles, these looms, these games, right? But what people don't realize is that these abundance circles, these looms, these community financial empowerment, right? Community banking, pooling the wealth. This has been around for years. In fact, in places like Africa, they've been doing it for years and years and years. But they're resurfacing now here in the States and in Canada and in the UK and even Australia. They're resurfacing now because of the situation, because of what's going on. The lockdown, the lock-in. All of this has gotten people to get very creative about other sources of income. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we have found a solution for a time. But who knows how long it will be. But this solution could very well turn into a revolution. People helping people. Community consciousness. Unifying. Together. Oneness. Because together we do it better. We are much stronger together than we are when we are apart. So let's build each other. After all, the only reason you should look down on a person is if you're lifting them up. So why not lift up the person in front of you? Lift up the person behind you. Lift up the people around you any way you can. Giving is its own reward. For anyone who is willing to give has already received. These games, these circles of abundance, I believe this is just the beginning. But it is a wonderful start. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, the Open Palm Podcast here in Sherman Oaks, California. The open palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm, and instead of a closed fist. I pray you received an encouraging message today, allowing you to look around and realize that things are happening, things are moving, things are shaking. People are waking up. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version just like you, and sharing the wealth. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if you receive this well, if this is your first time receiving this podcast, definitely subscribe if you are not already for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, then consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw, and supporting the podcast there is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to contribute to the podcast. Blessings to you. You are much appreciated. You are loved. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and take care. Hey there, my friend. So you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.